Nigga, I'm ghost.
That's dope.
One of the highlights of the Shibuya incident is the clash between the King of Curses Sukuna and the special grade volcano curse Jogo. The fights in this arc are very important, not just for the character development of the current characters, but also to introduce new characters that change the landscape of Jujutsu Kaisen completely. However, very few fights come close in destruction, importance, and overall cool factor, as in the fight between Sukuna and Jogo. After being fed a significant amount of fingers, Sukuna awakes with more power than we ever seen him with, before he decides to fight a special grade curse spirit, turning much of Shibuya into a wasteland. So let's see how and why this fight played out in the first place. The build up to the fight. The sealing of Gojo in the prison realm is what led to the Shibuya arc incident in the first place, where he was trapped in a cursed object in the Shibuya train station. On his way there, Yuji ran into Choso, a cursed womb death painting who blamed him for the killing of his brothers and wanted revenge for it. This led to an intense fight between the two, seeing a scale tip both ways during different points in the fight, with Yuji using divergent fists and Choso using blood manipulation ability. However, Choso was able to overpower Yuji at the end of the hand-to-hand exchange after the blood manipulation couldn't work anymore. With Yuji lying unconscious, Choso was about to land the killing blow, but he saw a vision that made him lose his mind, running out of the area in panic and confusion. This is where Yuji was found by Nanako and Mimiko, the girls that Geto saved at the end of the hidden inventory arc. They fed Yuji's unconscious body Sukuna's finger in hopes of waking the King of Curses, who they hope will help free Geto's body from the person who has control over it. However, just as they did, Jogo enters the scene, and seeing how he had always wanted there to be an age of curses, he fed Yuji another 10 fingers. He did this so Sukuna can wake up and help him achieve his goal. Upon waking up, Sukuna asked Jogo and the girls what did they want from him. After the girls state their wish and the reward that awaits Sukuna if he helps them, he kills them, feeling insulted because they tried to blackmail him with only one finger. After turning his attention to Jogo and hearing his wish, Sukuna promises to help out the special grade curse only if he can land one hit on the King of Curses. The scene will cut to Panda walking across Shibuya trying to find Gojo and saving people if they came across them. Just then, they got stopped by a group of curse users who had ambushed them just as the heroes got ready to fight. A massive explosion would divert all their attention. This was caused by two special grade curses. From one action-packed scene to the next, the fans were watching a spectacle unfold. Sukuna was mercilessly beating Jogo, throwing him through buildings into the air. The volcano curse, however, is no slouch either. Every hit that Sukuna landed on him was met by a barrage of fire and lava-based attacks, in retaliation scorching and burning the earth itself with every strike. Jogo showed the world that he was the most destructive and dangerous of all the disaster curses. The fight would eventually lead to Sukuna punching Jogo through the ground, causing him to lash out in vicious anger and make lava flow through every inch of the area in Shibuya. This raised the overall temperature of the area by many degrees, as Jogo will conjure up such an incredible powerful attack in vain attempts to bruise the King of Curses. However, nothing seemed to be working for him. From the very start of the fight, fans seen Sukuna merely toying with Jogo, seamlessly bringing out more of the curse arsenal with him, using moves that fans have never seen, like a machine gun burst of flames. However, nothing seemed to faze Sukuna, who was acting as an aggressor in the fight, facing Jogo head on every single time, and slicing him into pieces before attacking him and casually taking all of the cursed spirit's moves. This fight was the perfect way to show that Sukuna was the King of Curses. The fight saw Jogo come to terms in the difference in strength between him and Sukuna, who used his curse technique with such efficiency that he was able to cut through Jogo's lava. Jogo's attempt to crush Sukuna with massive lava hands between buildings also proved to be ineffective, forcing him to use his maximum technique in the hopes of crushing his enemy for good. However, Sukuna managed to dodge the attack despite making a game of it. Towards the end, Sukuna came face to face with Jogo on top of his maximum meteor attack and showed the fans why he was in a league of his own. He unleashed a move that no one even knew he was capable of by speaking a phrase followed by the word open. In doing so, Sukuna gained access to his very own fire powers that somehow burned even brighter and more fiercely than Jugo's flames. How? Leading to both characters shooting flames at one another. In the end, all that remained was Jugo's burning corpse, definitively declaring him the winner of the battle. After his death, Jogo was transported to an ethereal kind of afterlife where he was reunited with his friends, other special grade sorcerers, Hanami and Dagon. The three of them would have a heartfelt reunion, as well as putting their faith in Mahito to carry out their goals to the end. After Jogo remarking about how he couldn't achieve what he wanted for so long, this scene had an unsuspected unexpected visitor, Sukuna. At this point, Sukuna tells Jugo that he understands what he wants in life, and while he personally sees it as dull, but he empathizes with Jugo's ambitions and goals. Most shockingly is right after when Sukuna acknowledges Jugo's strength and tells him, "You're one of the strongest curses I ever fought." Sukuna tells Jugo, "Stand proud because of your strength." Sukuna's a real one for that. Don't forget, like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell, and I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.
Nigga, I'm ghost.
That's dope.